I was sitting outside today, watching the birds and enjoying the sunshine, when a butterfly landed on the flowers in front of me. As I watched it moving from flower to flower, I couldn't help thinking about my own life. The last few years have felt a lot like being inside of a cocoon. When we think about transformation, we usually focus on the butterfly. We admire the wings, we admire the beauty, we admire the freedom, but we don't talk much about the cocoon stage. The cocoon stage is messy. The caterpillar goes into the cocoon alone. It disappears from the world for a while, and inside that cocoon, the caterpillar actually dissolves. It breaks down into something completely different before it can become a butterfly. And honestly, that's kind of what personal growth can feel like. There have been times over the last few years when I felt like parts of my old identity were dissolving. Old beliefs, habits, ways of seeing myself, and ways of showing up in the world. Sometimes growth doesn't feel inspiring. It feels confusing and lonely at times. Sometimes it feels like everything that used to make sense no longer fits, but the new version of you isn't fully formed yet either. You're somewhere in between, not who you were, but not quite who you're becoming. And I think that's where a lot of people get stuck. We want the butterfly, but we get uncomfortable with the cocoon. We want the transformation, but we don't like the uncertainty that comes with it. And becoming someone new can be scary because it means being seen as someone new. What happens when the people around us are used to the old version? Sometimes the people who knew us as the caterpillar don't quite understand the butterfly version of us. And that's okay. Not everyone is meant to come with us into every season of our lives. Sometimes we outgrow old environments, old patterns, and even some relationships. That can be sad, but it can also be exciting because it creates space for new experiences and new connections that align with who we're becoming. So if you're in a cocoon season right now, if life feels slow, uncertain, or lonely, maybe that doesn't mean you're lost. Maybe you're transforming. Maybe the parts of you that no longer fit are falling away so something new can emerge. I'd love to know, have you ever gone through a transformation that completely changed how you saw yourself or how you showed up in the world? Let me know in the comments. And I'm really glad you're here. And if you enjoy these reflections, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And I hope you have a beautiful day.